Raging Amish, and welcome to my top 10 wish list for Modern Warfare 3. I know it probably seems strange to do this while Black Ops is still going strong, but if there ever is a time Infinity Ward might actually listen to us, I think that time is now. Before we get into this, let me just say a couple things, since this is the first time I'm doing a formal top 10 list. First, I just want to say, this is my list, so none of it is fact, and you certainly don't have to agree with it. I myself will probably come back to this in the future and wish I could go back and change it, or possibly add another top 10 to the wish list. Second, I will not be going one step beyond and making this the top 11 wish list. I'm a huge fan of the Nostalgia Critic, but I'm not going to flat out rip him off. Third, I will still mix in the funny bits, but not as much for these videos. Here I will try to entertain with how I state my case, and if a bit fits, I will include it, but that's not really what I'm aiming for in this kind of video. Fourth, I'm not going to show gameplay footage that fits the subject that I'm talking about. The footage will at least be entertaining, I promise that. In the battle of time versus effort, I've decided to compile decent clips to talk over as I list my top 10 items. It would just take too much effort and too much time on my part to make sure that what I'm talking about and what's on the screen actually correlated. Since it's appropriate for the subject, I will be opening up this video to responses. I want to see your top 10 wish list for Modern Warfare 3. I'm interested to see what some of you think on the whole idea. Maybe, just maybe, we can get the ball rolling. With that said, let's get started with my top 10 wish list for Modern Warfare 3. Number 10. Bring back the death streaks. Okay. Before you rise up as one and slay me, just hear me out. I do not want Final Stand back. I do not want Painkiller back. Those can stay in the Call of Duty graveyard. What I'm trying to say is that I liked the idea of a passive death streak that gave a slight bonus when you were struggling. For instance, Martyrdom was an awful idea as a third tier perk in COD 4, but it fit perfectly as a death streak. I'd like to see little bonuses, like you get a personal UAV for 15 seconds when you spawn, and maybe bring Copycat back. Little things like this that wouldn't break gameplay, but would give you a reason to keep on trekking when things get rough. I think it's something that newer and veteran players would both like. Number 9. Give us the anti-air launcher early. Why is it that both Treyarch and Infinity Ward have a sick, twisted sense of humor about the anti-air launcher? Whether it's the Stinger in Modern Warfare 2 or the Strela 3 in Black Ops, both developers said, let's give them the launcher that helps them fight kill streaks about a third of the way into the Prestige. They don't need that. Infinity Ward was especially cruel. They didn't give you Cold-Blooded until level 25, meaning you couldn't do anything to fight the kill streaks for the first third of the Prestige. You had to cower in a building and wait for the kill streaks to go away. Or worse, use one of the worst preset classes I've ever seen. Look, if you're going to have a game where kill streaks are a part of the core, you have to provide us with the counter. And you have to provide it early. Do us all a favor, give us the rockets early on. Or at least, and here's an idea, give us a default class which can shoot down air support. Either works for me. Number 8. Customizable kill streaks. I think this is the next and possibly last thing the Call of Duty series can customize. Basically, when I choose my kill streak, I'd like to also choose a variant. For instance, with air support like a helicopter or a Harrier, let me choose if I want it to last an extra 15 seconds, have an extra flare, or have it do more damage. For the spy plane, let me choose if I want it to last longer, make ghost users pop up on radar, or make it unkillable. For the sentry gun, let me choose to make it tougher, or let me actually man it myself. That would be really cool. I'd actually want to use a sentry gun for once. The ideas are there, Infinity Ward. Make it happen. Number 7. Link kill streaks to classes. I think this one pretty much speaks for itself. When Infinity Ward made the perk Hardline, I found myself in a pickle. I've always wanted to use hardline, but I can't because I don't want to use just lower kill streaks all the time. What if I want to switch to a ghost class or a stopping power class in mid-game? I'm still stuck with hardline based kill streaks. Let us link these kill streaks to classes. Number 6. No more Last Stand. This perk deserves to die. It should never have been in the Call of Duty series. Last Stand and lag have combined to form a nexus from hell that I absolutely hate. I wanted to put include dedicated servers on this wish list, but I had to remind myself this is a wish list, not a hope but it ain't gonna happen list. If this game had little to no lag, I wouldn't care. But I am tired of having my enemy shoot and knife me while he's invulnerable. That is just plain wrong. The devs can say it's not happening all they want, but that's blatant denial. Nix the perk. It'll save everyone a lot of pain. Number 5. Bring back COD 4 sniping. I'll admit, my memories of Call of Duty 4 are kinda fuzzy. Modern Warfare 2 is really where I got into the series. I was abroad in Germany when World at War came out, and I honestly didn't play COD 4 anywhere near as much as I did Modern Warfare 2. But I do remember that the sniping in Call of Duty 4 was perfect. I understand that Treyarch wanted to kill quickscoping in Black Ops. It annoyed the majority of the community, and personally, I didn't give a crap. Whether the quickscoping community likes it or not, the Zerg Grizzlets make up a very small minority of the community. The devs cater the game to the majority vote, which in Call of Duty is casual gamers who have never even seen a YouTube video or been to a forum. Like it or not, quickscoping was an annoyance to the majority of players, so the concept was nerfed and left to die. Just for Treyarch to come back and slowly unnerf it. I say bring back the olden days. It worked then, it wasn't broken, so why did you try to fix it? Number 4. No dumb perks or perk challenges. When I say no dumb perks, I'm thinking of Danger Close, One Man Army, Last Stand, Second Chance, and Commando. I'm sure there are others that some of you would like to add, but those are the ones that come clear to my mind. Repeat any of those perks in Modern Warfare 3, and we will revolt. When I say no dumb perk challenges, I mean what Treyarch did in Black Ops. It's one thing to give a perk a challenge to get the pro version. I get it. That's fine. You gotta do something to unlock the pro version. What's not fine is giving a perk a ridiculous challenge that no one is going to want to actually do. I have to destroy a sentry gun to get Ghost Pro. Never mind that no one ever uses the damn kill streak. I have to throw back 5 frags to get Flak Jacket Pro. Yet no one with the brain throws an unprimed frag. That's not the worst of it though. You actually forced us to play game modes as part of some of the challenges. Capture 15 flags from Marathon Pro? Did it occur to you that maybe, just maybe, I would rather put my penis in a wood chipper than play Capture the Flag? Did you ever pause to think that it would piss me off to know that I would have to plant 10 bombs to get Ninja Pro? Why the hell would you do this? Do not link challenges to game modes. Infinity Ward, don't you dare do this in Modern Warfare 3. Number 3. Get sound whoring right. I find it mildly ironic that I use the words whoring and right in the same sentence, but I think you can see where I'm going with this. Infinity Ward had a system in Modern Warfare 2 that almost worked perfectly. Ninja made you immune to being heard. Ideally, Sitrep Pro was supposed to be the opposite. You would amplify enemy noise and not hear your own. Sitrep was supposed to cancel out Ninja. Ninjas would hear Sitrep users. Sitrep users would hear Ninjas at normal noise levels. Suffice it to say, Sitrep didn't let you hear Ninjas. Infinity Ward screwed up the coding. Big surprise, right? I've come to the conclusion that I would rather have 2 perks fighting for supremacy in the same tier rather than just have one dominate, and I think that's what this would do. I compare this to Juggernaut versus Stopping Power. When both were in previous Call of Duties, they dominated the red tier, but you could argue one way or the other, and people who wanted to be stealthy could use UAV Jammer. In Modern Warfare 2, Juggernaut was removed, and stopping power flat out dominated the tier. I'd rather have two fighting each other rather than one dominating. Give us Ninja and Sitrep Pro, but actually make Sitrep Pro counter Ninja this time. Number 2. Bring back Juggernaut and stopping power. Kinda. I need to explain myself first because I don't just want Juggernaut and stopping power brought back in their old forms. In the past, these perks have always dominated their tiers, and Treyarch saw this and said, no, these perks shall not be in Black Ops. So, stopping power was ejected, and Juggernaut was killed.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
I want them back. I don't blame Treyarch for taking them away. If anything, I thought it was the right decision at the time, but slowly I've come to see it the other way. These perks really were a large part of Call of Duty. They were that Rambo mode everyone misses in Black Ops. I'd like to see an adjustment made though, so they wouldn't quite dominate as much, but they would still be there. For Juggernaut, I'd like it if the perks slowed your movement. Say you picked an SMG, you'd move as fast as an assault rifle user. If you picked an assault rifle, you'd move as fast as an LMG. For stopping power, I want the perk to be the old plus 40% damage, but this time make it reduce the center speed of a weapon. Give the weapon more power, but also more kick. I'd like it if both of these changes were implemented and these perks were brought back. Also, put Cold-Blooded back in the same tier as these two perks. Black Ops has shown us what happens when Juggernaut and stopping power are gone. The Cold-Blooded perk simply dominates. And the number one wish I have for Modern Warfare 3 is... no more one-hit kill melee. Dear God, this concept needs to be killed, mashed, beaten, buried, dug up, and beaten again. This should never have been in the series. I'll admit I didn't really notice it all that much in COD 4, but that changed in Modern Warfare 2. We saw the introduction of Commando, a perk that emphasized the one-hit kill melee and broke the concept. Black Ops added to the lineage. Yes, they killed Commando, but they designed a ballistic knife, which again served as a knife accentuator. Am I the only person who thinks this is sinfully wrong? This is a first-person shooter, not a first-person shooter where you ignore the huge gun in your hands and halo jump across the screen. This has to go. It should never have been here. Go with what the Halo series does. The melee almost kills in one hit, but will require a little more work after the melee. In COD, this would translate to have the melee do 90% of the damage required for a kill. If you stab an enemy in the back, obviously maintain the one-hit kill as a reward for stealth. The current melee system can't stay. I know I'm not the only one who has wanted to reach through my TV to strangle the bastard who knifed rather than use his gun. It's a damn shooter, people! I guess I can't blame the user, though. I blame the developer. Infinity Ward, for the love of God, show some balls and get rid of this. That concludes my top 10 Modern Warfare 3 wish list. There's a lot of stuff I would like to have included on here that didn't make the cut. For instance, include dedicated servers, balance the guns, and even possibly make new guns available in downloads. But I don't believe those will ever happen. Player-to-player servers is the way COD is played, and there will always be that one gun everyone flocks to. New guns and downloads? Only way that's happening is if the game goes to a monthly fee, and while many would abhor such a thing, I'd actually welcome it, provided I got my money's worth. Thanks for watching. My reviews shall continue. Next time, I'll be reviewing the Caparis, so I can get those damn SMGs done and over with. Until then, see ya.